Hey, this is John Harrison, and this is Splattered Plastic.
Welcome to Splattered Plastic, the only horror vinyl soundtrack show on YouTube, with your host Tinman.
And Liam. This episode, we are going back in our time machine, back to the heady summer days of 1985, when the dead ruled the earth.
Oh, did
we
they
are
just?
doing the fucking best zombie film that George Romero made. Day of the Dead. Fucking
Day
of the Dead.
Day of the Dead.
Amazing.
The final part of our Romero Trilogy.
Yeah, not the final part of Romero's zombie films,
No.
but for me it kind of is.
yeah.
I mean, Lands of the Dead's got its merits.
Yeah, I like Land of the Dead.
You know.
Pretty good.
Survival, Diary.
I've seen Diary. I didn't like Diary. I haven't seen Survival.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stick at Lands of the Dead, you'd be good.
Okay.
But this is the end of our trilogy because no other soundtracks have been released.
Well, that's another point. This
After
is where
this.
the records stop, isn't it? Yeah.
And what a place to stop.
Oh, isn't it just?
So, as we've already said, directed by George Romero, scored by the mighty John Harrison. I have got to chink Mr. Romero because
As you do, even if it's Coca-Cola, still got to chink him.
Godfather of gore. So, if you've not seen it,
Everyone's seen this. Guarantee you. Well, actually, there's a tale to tell later on, actually, about that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, the plot of this, society has fallen.
Oh, yeah.
Humanity is lost.
Mm-hmm.
The zombies have outnumbered us.
Yeah.
4 million to 1, I think Frankenstein says.
Was it 400,000?
400,000.
400,000 to 1.
400,000 zombies to 1. Jesus Christ. Our last chance for survival is with a unit of soldiers tasked with protecting a research group trying to reverse the zombie process
Yeah.
and rebuild society.
Mm-hmm.
Will they find a cure? Will they survive? Or will they realise the biggest threat to humanity is humanity itself?
Is them?
Fucking amazing! So good, man. It's also
Yes.
got the best tagline in any horror movie ever. The darkest day of horror the world has ever known.
Oh, I didn't know that was the tagline.
It's that good. Mortician have named an album on that.
Really?
It's fucking the best
Bobby.
the darkest day of horror the world has ever known. George Romero, man, you can't get better than George Romero. So if you've not seen it, the cast is Laurie Cardell plays Sarah.
Yep.
Absolutely fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
The mighty Joe Pilato plays Captain Rhodes.
So good.
Gary Holt-Clark
Yeah.
plays Steele. Ralph Moreno, I'm butchering that, Moreno plays Rickles. Terry Alexander plays John. McDermott is played by Jareth. I can't pronounce your name, mate. I'm so sorry. Jareth Condroy. Frankenstein, Richard Liberty. Miguel is Anthony Dillo Jr. Bob. Howard Sherman. Johnson is by the nicest man in horror, Greg Nicotero.
There you go.
The effects crew of this was Tom Savini.
Yes.
Headed up the effects crew. But part of his effects crew was Greg Nicotero and Howard Berger.
Before K&B, wasn't it?
I think this was the starting of K&B where they got together and was
right.
like, hey, we work good together, don't we? Should we start this?
They both worked on it, didn't they, together? Yeah, definitely.
What fucking effects they produced on this.
Tom Savini's literally, like, this is his start, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is his real, like,
No,
right.
this isn't a start. This is his fucking biggest movie.
Yeah, like
I
his,
think.
his masterpiece.
Yeah,
sort of thing.
100%.
Yeah.
But the effects that they done on this
Oh, it was amazing.
was
Absolutely.
bit of the brain and the fella's head underneath the table.
Yeah. So good.
So good.
So well done.
Good spilling out.
And the spill out is so good. Before we get any further, though, we have to chink 4 of these cast
I
members.
didn't want to, mate, because it hurts me to do this. I was
know.
going to try and get past it. I might have a little tear in my eye. Go on, then.
The 4 out of there are no longer with us. We've lost. I'm going to say characters because I can't remember names. We've lost Rickles. We've lost Dr. Frankenstein. We've lost Captain Rhodes, and we've lost fucking Steele, haven't we?
No, we haven't lost Steele.
Yeah,
Have we, mate?
we have, mate. Yeah.
I don't like looking at death, mate.
Yeah,
Lost
he
Steel.
was the last one to go. Steel was. Yeah.
Choke on him.
Oh yeah. Rickles, I found out, was actually quite a sad one. He was only in his 30s, and it was early 90s, and it was a car crash. How bad's that? It's terrible. Yeah.
I mean, there's no age for anyone to die. Like,
No.
You know what I mean? But fucking 30 years of age, man.
Yeah, it was a shame. It was a shame. But yeah, so that's that bit out of the way. Oh God. Yeah, Tom Savini. Back to Tom Savini though. The effects in this, the makeup on the zombies, the way the skulls and it's so good.
He had a production line.
Did he?
I'm getting into a bit of trivia here, but they had a production line, and they had three
Types.
types.
Yes.
Hero,
Yeah.
normal,
Background.
background.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the picture of George Romero in black and white, surrounded by zombies?
Oh yeah, I use that all the time. Yeah.
Yeah. Look at the masks. The effects
Are
artists.
they the backgrounds?
Yeah, the effects artists were well pissed off.
Oh no,
So that
they've
was the
used that
press
one.
release. The press release for the whole of it, and all the effects artists were like, "You're literally using all the background masks.
Yeah.
It looks shit. Why aren't you using exactly? You know what I mean?" But
That's pretty
amazing.
much it. It is, but it's just so like masks, isn't it?
It is, but that image on its own is
Yeah.
one of my favourite images from a zombie movie.
It's very weird how
fucking
you've
love it,
got
man.
like the
Oh,
3 and the 2
love it.
and the it's
It's like, it looks like an ossuary, like the ossuaries that you get in like France with all like the bone walls and
yeah.
that's
Like Giga Museum sort of thing.
yeah, man, I love it.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Yeah, so it was completely and utterly Savini's best work.
Yeah.
I think, without a doubt.
Oh, so good.
Everything that gets put into this, and in 1985, little bit I'm going to tell you the films that were out in 1985.
Oh, right, as a
Put
comparison.
The effects up against this.
Okay. You can give me the list.
Doesn't stand one.
All right, cool.
But I think they were forwarding not only like the actual physical effects, I think they were forwarding animatronics as well.
Right.
And like all like the servos, because the amount of moving parts in this.
Yeah.
It's like when you see like Greg Nicotero's head and it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, now it looks a bit dodgy.
It doesn't. Yeah, you can tell it's an animatronic head,
But back then,
but even so,
it still looks fucking, I couldn't do it.
no, exactly,
You know
not a
what I mean?
chance, not a chance. Hey, Dr. Tongue. Oh my God, how good is that?
That was a puppet.
Yeah.
It wasn't. It's not even it's a puppet. It was somebody underneath him.
Yeah, it was a cast of
Yeah.
Savini.
Yeah,
Savini,
And he
Savini
and
was the
he-
mould.
Didn't he fuck up and like take the? He was doing a skull
Drilling
or
something and it
And
caught the
yeah.
jaw and it ripped it off.
And
So
he was like,
they carried on with
I'm
it.
just gonna fucking use this.
So good.
My little Dr. Tongue's got
Little Dr. Tongue sculpt. Hopefully you can see it. But the best thing is that he's the introduction because the font comes up, doesn't it? That font, or similar to that anyway, comes up on the screen, and it's just like
You just know where you're getting. Man.
Yeah.
You know where you're getting with that font.
so good. The only problem is though, every time you say Dr. Tongue, it just reminds me of Jimbo Jones. Hey baby, Dr. Tongue has arrived.
What is this?
Simpsons. That's what he says.
Really?
Yeah, the baby, and the babysitter. What episode is it where Bart falls in love with the babysitter?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Jimbo comes round and Bart's like, "Oh no, she's with him." And then he says that and he goes, "Hey, baby, Dr. Tongue has arrived." Every time I see him, I always think of fucking Jimbo Jones. Random.
Mate, that's
Random.
That is a random little
There's a
bit of
random little bit of a connection.
Dr. Tongue and the Simpsons. Okay. When was
Anyway,
the first time you seen it, mate?
well, it's going to be this.
Yeah.
This version. It was definitely the VHS. I had this at one point. God knows what I did with it. But I had it at one point, and this was like my go-to of the whole Romero trilogy, to be honest. Like I said in the last episode, Dawn I'd seen years ago and gone, ooh. But this was always on. I hadn't seen it for a long time up until doing this episode, so it was good to revisit it. But it was like, yeah, still holds so good. But it was VHS, and that's how it should be seen, you know. Oh, I've got the DVD, and even the DVD's a bit shonk, and it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Completely.
The quality, you know, because on the DVD, yeah, you still get the cigarette burns.
Yeah.
You still get the cigarette burns on the screen. I was like, yes, I love that they're
still
in
there.
there. Yeah. I don't know if it's in there on the
Gone.
Oh no!
Completely and
They
utterly
took out
cleaned
the
up.
cigarette burns.
Completely cleaned up.
See, that's why I'm not a massive fan of Blu-ray and 4K. I'm not sorry. I'm just not.
I know I've done a sterling fucking job with this.
Yeah.
It's cleaned up and it looks. For you know what I'm like about like all
Yeah.
these like vintage horror films. I
Yeah.
don't like them cleaned up.
No. Looks amazing.
The effects, mate.
When we finish, can we stick it
Yeah,
on? Just show me a
100%.
clip.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
I'd never seen it. It'd be
The
great to
effects
see
in
it.
this
Look amazing.
look fucking brilliant.
Well, that proves how good his effects are,
Exactly.
isn't it? If you can, if
Exactly.
you can clean up the print and
Yeah.
it looks that good and his
Yeah.
effects still hold true from 1985,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. So, first time for you.
First time for me was in my lovely little video shop.
All right, Jeff. Is it Jeff?
No, it was Andy.
And all right, Andy.
It was Scary Jeff that I used to
Scary
know.
Jeff, there you
Scary
go.
Jeff was the video nasties. Andy was my video shop.
Oh, okay, right, okay. Getting them mixed up.
Had it on order.
Right,
I was the first one.
really.
I had it on order. I knew this was coming out all over Fangoria. Gushing over all the shots that were
Still
coming out.
shots and stuff in the
Yeah,
magazines.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause I was 10 when this come out. Well, it must have been probably when did it get released in the UK? It must have been about 86.
Probably,
So it
yeah.
was 10, 11.
Yeah.
So I was into it then, man. This was me, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Fucking Fangoria and the Gorzone of Versace comes down the shop with me now. Can I have this? What's on the cover of it? For 7 heads? Yeah, go ahead, lads.
7 head, go ahead.
Go ahead. What's the worst that's going to happen? Fucking brilliant. Love me, man.
Ace.
Rest in peace, lad. So I knew this was coming out, and I was that kid.
Yeah.
When's the desert? And in the end, he was just like, look, it's out fucking next month. I've already put your name on.
Already saved.
First one.
You're the first one
First
to
one
rent
to
it.
rent it.
Amazing.
Give me the poster.
No.
The poster with it too, man, and that held pride of place in my bedroom.
What was the image?
Was
that?
Yeah, the long blue one. Darkest day of horror the world has ever known. Day of the Dead. Don't know where it is.
Oh, that's
gone.
See, as soon as you said you got the poster, it's like, and then I get that instant dread of it's gone, isn't it?
It's gone, mate. I don't know where it's gone.
You didn't.
Because I was one of them kids like that, like movie posters, like all horror movie posters all over my walls.
Yeah, not knowing that they're not so much that they're worth something. We're not the type of people that sell things.
No,
it's more like I've got the original.
Yeah.
Dave Nebor, Dog Eat Dog, he loves his movie posters.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
got fucking hundreds of them, hasn't he? Yeah.
This is the reason I bought this.
Because it came with a poster.
Because it come with that poster.
Is it the same one?
It's exactly the same one. A little bit smaller, but exactly the same poster.
No way.
So I didn't get this when it come out, like
No.
on Blu-ray, because I didn't have a Blu-ray player. Well sold out.
Yeah.
So I paid a pretty fucking penny for
Yeah.
this. A pretty fucking penny. From a fucking CEX.
Really?
Yeah, found it in CEX. Couldn't get it anywhere. They wanted like 100 quid for it on eBay. I found it in CEX for like 40.
Oh wow.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted the poster.
Oh no.
Fucking poster didn't come.
Oh no.
I mean, I'm made up to have it, but I'm gutted that I haven't
You
got
got
the
the
poster.
poster.
I'd kill for this poster now.
Well, you lost the first one. There's a stab with the fork.
Exactly.
You get the second one. There's no poster. That's a twist of the fork.
Someone's going to give it to me and fucking set it on fire for the third one. So, anyway, gets it,
Yeah.
rushes home, sticks it in. Opening scene, I was just like agape, like that.
Hello.
The first time that you've seen a
Was a
proper,
deep one.
a proper zombie horde.
Yeah.
It's the first time, because if you think about it, night was all grey zombies shuffling around.
Yeah.
Dawn,
In the fields a little bit.
yeah, but you don't really, they're not like fucking zombies, are they?
No,
It's the
no.
man get off and stuff
No,
like
no.
that. And when Dr. Tongue come on, I was just like,
That's it.
fucking
I'm done.
Greatest fucking movie ever. Greatest
done.
movie I've ever seen in my life. And then they all started talking for 2 hours. And I was like, oh.
Oh really? Yeah.
I was only 11. I just wanted to see people getting eaten. I was like,
I just want to see people getting eaten.
oh, yeah, come on. And now you're going to try and shoot him. Oh, this is good. It was he's bub. That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, back to talking.
Right, so it took a while for you
there's,
to.
There's an arm cut off. I'm back to talking. And I got really bored of it.
All right. Okay.
And I got really bored of it.
Yeah.
Brought it back and Andy was like, what do you think of it? It's fucking amazing, isn't it? Because he'd obviously watched it before
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
And I was like, the zombies were good, but it was a bit boring, wasn't it? And he was like, go back, watch it
Go
again.
away. Go away.
No, give it to me again. And he
Yeah.
went, go and watch it again. I was like,
Right.
well, we can't rent it out. And he was like, no, there's only you that fucking wants it, mate. It's absolutely fine. Take it home, watch it again.
Really?
But don't watch it as a horror movie.
Okay.
Watch it as a drama.
Oh.
And I was like, fucking zombies, George Romero, I don't want to watch fucking drama. I want to watch a drama, I want to watch Top Gun. And he was like, no, watch it as a drama.
Right.
Fucking hooked.
Got you.
Totally got into
Oh
the
my
characters.
Oh,
The
that's
zombies
amazing.
for me in this, second place.
Right.
It's the fucking horror of the humans that get. I mean, obviously the fucking zombies are great. Like, you know what I mean?
Of course.
But it's what's going
it's
on in
there.
that little microcosm of society.
Yeah. It's the
Just-
clash from
just
the
ripping each
soldiers
other
and the.
apart.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Fucking, I was like that little 11-year-old me, social commentaries like that, going, what the fucking hell is going on here? This is a horror movie. But I'm feeling more for the humans. I'm feeling more hate to the humans, or the army people, than I am for the actual zombies.
Yep.
And it was, oh mate, fucking blew my mind.
See, when I saw it, I was probably a lot older, probably 15, 16, so I could appreciate it for what it is. If you know what I mean?
Yeah,
By that
completely.
point. But no, seeing it that young. That's you though, isn't it?
So, bangs up, because obviously my mum worked in a pub.
Yeah.
So fucking Saturday and Sunday nights, I was like, there's why I go to the video shop, babysit yourself with horror. And I was like, alright then, see ya.
Amazing.
Got into school on Monday.
Yeah.
I was like, she died of that. And my mate was a little fucking horror nerd, and he was like, oh shit. And I was like,
right.
no, you need to watch it again.
Yeah.
But watch it as a drama. And he was like,
You were.
you were? Literally like, oh, what do you mean? Watch it as a drama? It's a fucking zombie movie. I was like, no, because it's all about the humans.
Yeah.
And he come back in and was like, it's fucking amazing.
That's nice.
But everyone that's seen this the first time that I knew
Yeah.
was like, the zombies are boss, but there's too much talking in it.
So yeah, I suppose maybe for my age, I just thought it was good right me off. But yeah,
And a lot of people still think that.
it's the most. I don't know what this one is. The least. It's done the least amount of. What's the word? It's the less. Not the least popular one. It's the one that did the least amount of like box office or anything.
But,
There's a reason.
no, but it's done the most in the home video market.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once it went on to VHS, especially VHS, then
everyone.
DVD and Blu-ray. It's VHS more because it's of the era, the 80s.
It's George's favourite one.
It is, and that's amazing.
It's his favourite one out of all of them.
Yeah.
And I love what he said about the fans that love this.
What did he say?
So he said, all the fans that like Night of the Living Dead the best are all very arty movie people. Everybody that likes Dawn of the Dead the best are just out for a good time.
Right.
Everyone that likes Day of the Dead are the fucking true horror trolls. And I was like, that fucking yes!
That's
fucking
us.
George Romero, I am a
that
true
is-
horror troll. He was like, because they like being in a fucking cave and there's all like fucking zombies and it's all underground, it's dead like isolated and it's dead like... It's all fucking, what's the words, we claustrophobic.
Isolation.
Yeah, it's all about isolation, and the people that like that recognise all that and they love it because of that. There's no hope. There's no survival. You're not getting out of this.
I think the whole underground bunker thing is what I loved about it.
Yeah.
Because I'm the type of dude who I love Aliens, the movie, but I love it before the aliens kick in. I love all that shit. I don't know what it is. If you stick me on one planet by myself, I'd be quite happy. Yeah.
Just on your own with the planet.
Yeah,
Like,
me
you
and the
don't want much,
planet.
do you? I just want to be the ruler of my old planet.
Planet Tinman. Yeah.
Do you know what else I like about this?
Go on then.
Do you know why I like it so much?
What's that?
The whole film happened the day after my birthday.
Oh, really?
So the calendar at the beginning,
Yeah.
4th of November.
Oh, yeah, shit.
Yeah,
I
so
never
it's
thought of
all the day after my birthday.
that. That is extremely cool. That is good. And the good thing is about this, continuity-wise, Night was 68. Dawn was 74, did we say? 73?
76.
76, was it?
Pretty sure.
Yeah, so 76, sorry.
78.
78, bloody hell. And this is 85. But I read somewhere that this is supposed to have been 30 years after Dawn.
Yeah.
So that's why the zombies are 400,000 to 1.
Yeah.
They're everywhere. And that's why they go in the helicopter from, we went 100 miles each way.
Yeah.
Hello. And then the deep one, hello. Yeah. it's more devastating. That, you know, they literally are probably the last group of survivors left on Earth, and they fuck it all up. So good.
How could you fuck it up?
Hey,
How could you fuck it up?
you've got Miguel for starters. He's a loose cannon. You've got
I don't think
Rhodes.
he's a loose cannon, Miguel. I think he's got PTSD. The guy's
Yeah,
fucking losing his shit.
Yeah, I take that back. He's not a loose cannon. Rhodes is a loose cannon.
Rhodes is a loose. Steel is a fucking sociopath.
Yeah. And you see, what I love about this, because of not seeing it for years and years and years, is I'd totally forgotten about when they got back. Is it Colonel Cooper, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he's dead. And that's when it starts going, the shit starts hitting the fan. I forgot all about that character that you don't see. Because that basically means
You do
that...
see him.
You see him, yeah.
You see him in a bucket.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. But that's the beauty of it, is that it was probably all, like, kind of regimented and all safe to a point.
Well, they say that in the dining room scenes, don't they?
Yeah.
When Rhodes is like, well, Cooper's not here anymore, and I'm running this
show.
farm.
Yeah.
I'm running this monkey farm now, Frankenstein, and I want to know what you're doing
With my time. So good.
Brilliant.
So good. So that I love the fact that it was like working, and then of course he dies, doesn't say how or whatever, and then of course it's just Rhodes. It's just so, I love his character.
He's
Absolute nut job.
He's a lovable, hateable man.
Yeah, he is.
He's
You know
just
what?
toxic masculinity everywhere.
I think I love him because because what's the name who played him? He's not over the top.
No.
He's just every line he does, everything. I just think I could watch you. I could have a film of just Rhodes.
Yeah.
Just his doing those lines.
The Adventures
so
of
good.
Rhodes.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good. He really is so good.
He just enunciates everything so well.
Yeah.
And just this acting
Yeah.
makes you fucking hate him.
The way he looks, the way he
He's just
looks
got
at
that
people.
snarl, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's just like, you know, if you seen someone looking at you like that in a pub, you'd be like, the fuck are you looking at?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's just so hateable.
Sit down, lady. We haven't finished yet. I have to go and do my thing. Sit down, or so help me, I'll have you shot. What did you say? Steal. Shoot that woman.
Bang! You're dead.
So good.
We're not going into the script.
I love his lines. I love his
literally-
lines.
The rest of this episode will be just me and you going through the script.
Do you know what? There's one before we go into like.
We haven't said when you watched it first.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. When I watched it.
Yeah.
I think I was about 15. I think on VHS. I think I did mention it before, but we're having so much fun. The one comedy scene in this, I would jumping the gun, but it's just before Rhodes gets offed. Yeah, he's been shot by Bub. Yeah, we'll get into Bub in a minute. Fucking hell. And he's against the wall going, "Come on!"
He's like fucking rattling across the
Three
wall.
times he says it.
Yeah.
He's doing this. He's going,
Can't be stopped.
"Come on!" Oh, it's so
Cannot
good.
be stopped.
So good.
He's that much of a fucking control freak that
Yeah.
he thinks that death can't get him.
Yeah. So good. Right, before we get into trivia bits, let's talk about Bub.
The best zombie in anything ever.
Now, I was thinking about this in work, right?
Don't piss on Bob.
No, I'm not. No, because me being such a fan of Return of the Dead, Tarman is my, the ultimate. No.
No.
Bub
Bob.
is amazing. After watching it, I watched this twice. I watched it last night, and I watched it the other week when we knew we were going to do it. And his scenes, how mesmerising is
He's
he?
amazing.
His mouth.
Yeah.
It's all like this, isn't it? You know, it's like he's had a load of beak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, though.
It's so good.
The way that Howard Sherman performed Bob.
Unbelievable.
Because he was a proper theatrical actor.
Yeah, that's right.
And he worked with his prosthetics. And he sat there and practiced for about an hour before set.
Yeah.
Just to get the expressions down. And
I don't know where to start with it. It's do you know what as well? It's the first time you see that George Romero in this entire trilogy has given you zombies that, yes, you know they're clever, you know they remember things, but this is actual interaction. You
Well,
know,
this is what Frankenstein was going for.
yeah,
This is like he says it's the base level of civilization.
yeah. If we can get past this,
Yeah,
we can do something with them.
some of them can be taught,
Yeah, and the fact that he went like that to get the things, and
and he grabs them.
but he doesn't bite him. It's just like, oh my god, he's Oh, it's just so good.
It's fine.
It's absolutely. I mean, the headphones when he gives them the music, and he's doing this, isn't he?
Yeah, just watch the finger.
Watch the finger. That's amazing
Treat him
writing.
like a kid.
That's amazing writing.
He's a child.
Yeah,
He's basically a fucking grown zombie newborn
yeah,
that they just teach him, because I'm sure you've got kids.
yeah.
I'm sure you've gone, no, do it like this.
Pretty similar, yeah.
You know
yeah.
what I mean? It's exactly the same sort of thing.
Oh, so.
Gives him the razor
Yeah.
and the book. He's sitting there, he's fucking got the book.
He's got the
and
book
like,
holding it like that, isn't he? Because he doesn't
saying
know how
his
to
lots,
hold
'cause
it.
He hasn't got no like motion.
Yeah.
Because his muscles are wasted, so his motor functions aren't that good. So he can't run. So he can't...
I agree with you, you know. I do agree with you, yeah.
But the thing that blew me away,
Okay.
talks.
Yeah. It's the first time, isn't it?
It's the first time
George.
that any zombie had talked.
It is. Because
I know.
Return's after it. Yeah, Return. I was like, hang on a minute. No, Return was 3 months after.
First time that any zombie had talked in any movie, and his voice,
Yeah.
you can hear it like coming out, and it's just like.
Oh, it's so good.
Like, fucking hell, that's amazing.
So good.
But when the camera pans around and the rest of them are just like, oh shit.
Yeah, that's it.
Say hello, Aunt Alicia. Hello, Aunt Alicia.
And when he salutes Rhodes, you know, salute him, salute. Yeah, getting goosies.
Goosebumps, man.
Salute him back. I ain't saluting that walking pile of pus.
Salute my ass. God, fucking.
This is why it's the greatest of the trilogy for me.
So I don't want to get into it now because it's part of my tracks and my scenes later.
Oh,
on.
is it? Right.
But one of the saddest moments in this film.
Oh,
Is
I know
Bob.
what. Yeah.
You know what it is.
I know what it is.
Of course
Oh,
you
it's
do.
so good. That's so good.
So, as we were saying before, mate, 1985,
Yes.
a fucking stellar year for horror movies.
Yes.
I mean, like, this is like, obviously, 1985, slap bang. It hasn't hit its peak yet.
Right. But
Like,
we're
1985, you had Phenomena, Dario Argento, Creepers.
yeah.
You had Reanimator.
Yes.
You had Fright Night.
Ah, brilliant. Yeah.
You had The Stuff.
Hey.
I love a bit of The Stuff. You had Ghoulies. Fucking Ghoulies, man.
I was going to say Goonies.
No, Goonies.
Ghoulies.
Goonies was
Goonies
also...
was 85 as well, wasn't it? Yeah,
And so
yeah.
was Teen Wolf.
Oh, I fucking love Teen Wolf.
You had Friday the 13th Part 5.
New Beginning.
You had
glorious
Nightmare on
one.
Elm Street 2.
Oh, fucking love Part
You
2.
had fucking Demons.
Oh, yeah.
You had Silver Bullet. Mm-hmm. And you had your favourite,
Yeah.
Return of the Living Dead.
Turn Living Dead. Oh, yeah.
Every one of them pale into insignificance next to this. Honestly, every single one of them films
Yeah.
doesn't hold a flame to Day of the Dead. It's the best movie that come out. Doesn't. No.
No, that's cool. That's cool.
Doesn't.
I know what you mean, though, yeah.
For the story and the effects in this.
For the time, it's kind of before its time. This film,
Yeah.
especially when you look at Dawn and then Night, what you've had.
I don't think it... I know where you're coming from, but I don't
Yeah.
think it was before its time, because I think if it would have been done later, I don't think it would have looked as good. And I think if it was done before, it
Yeah.
definitely wouldn't have,
It'd be more like
wouldn't have
Dawn,
looked as
wouldn't
good.
it? Yeah.
So any later than 1985, I think the effects would have... They started to take that more of a...
more of a polished look.
more of a like a caricature look. I mean, if you think about like Nightmare on Elm Street 3
Yeah.
and everything since then,
It's very, very.
society,
It's very nice, isn't it?
yeah, everything looks very, very clean.
But part 2, Freddy is dead
It's
grimy,
dead grimy
and he looks fucking
because
evil.
all the effects at that time was getting. I mean, not that they weren't in like later years, but it was
No.
all using like the base levels of like foam latex, and
Yeah.
everything just looked a little bit like nasty. Everything had like little potholes in, and like
Yeah.
I don't know, man. The technology was just, it wasn't as advanced as it is now, but it was the best results for the day.
Yeah.
Tom Savini.
It is absolute bang. Smashing Tom Savini. I agree with you, apart from Return.
I know me too.
But that's me. But I've got a Return and Day connection, which I'll talk about later, which I need to write down, actually. Let me just write that down. Right then, should we jump on to trivia? We could talk just for hours about scenes, everything, the whole Magoola. But no, let's just jump onto trivia. Right. You might know some of these. You might not.
Okay.
I always try and
You go for the weird stuff, don't you?
I always try and for stuff that you don't know. Okay. That's always my plan. Doesn't always work. Okay. Thrill me, detective. I don't know if you know this, but during a vacation break in filming, makeup artist Greg Nicotero used a realistic and gruesome model of his own head.
Scared the shit out of his mother.
He played a practical joke on his mum.
Absolutely fantastic. Of course you'd do that. I'd do that. I'd do that now.
Yeah. Definitely. So that was...
And did you see the head?
Yeah.
You'd shit your fucking pants, wouldn't you?
Because it's moving as well, isn't it? Animatronic.
You know he was hidden in the cupboard. He was hiding in the cupboards with all the animatronic stuff. Like, with all the servos, moving it.
No way.
And he called his mum up.
Is that what it was?
Yeah,
I never knew what it actually was.
Called his mum up, and his mum come into the room, and there's this fucking server there, just like... He could have killed his mother.
Yeah.
He could have lit...
Because if I had a heart attack.
If I would have done that to my ma, she would have had a heart attack. Probably stood back up, battered me, and then had another one. Because when I was in makeup school, I used to do that shit.
Yeah.
And it stops being funny when you see your ma collapse after a while.
Shit in hell.
I come down one day and I'd like fucking chopped half my arm off, and she was like, Jesus Christ, lads! I was like, what have you done?
The worst thing I ever did, right, is I watched the old Hulk TV show that used to be on telly, the old 70s Hulk TV show.
He didn't.
So I got a green marker pen. A felt tip pen, it wasn't a marker pen. And I coloured in my hand, yeah? I didn't even get that far. I got like 2 fingers and half of ear. And I must have been about 6. And then I opened up my mum and dad's door in the morning and I was like, rah. They were like, oh my God, get to the sink.
When you stop putting your fingers down your trousers.
I had green hands for like 2 weeks. Dead faint, like nearly washed off but not quite there, you know?
Oh,
that's the Hulk, man.
Little Hulk hands.
Little mini Hulk. Straight to the... Wash that off. That's the worst I did. Look at that.
Well, fucking Greg Nicotero tried to kill his own mother.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, next one.
Nicest man in horror, by the way.
This is... You'll know this. 100% you'll know this. So right after Logan tells the zombie that he needs to sit in the dark and think about what he did. Yeah. You hear the gong and it's dead. So... I just love that. I just love it. It's like... I love it, but I'm also a bit like... But that's the comedy noise. Is that a comedy scene?
Not anymore.
That's what I mean. It's not really a comedy scene, is it?
No,
Because when he turns the light off, they kind of like...
Yeah,
they're a bit like...
Shuffle back.
Yeah. I just love the fact that Gonk was in there. Yeah. You know, it's a crazy placement, but I loved it. Brilliant. Okay, the budget for George A. Romero's original script was estimated at $7 million. Yeah, you know about this? But he would only be given the money if he could film an R-rated version. He was like, hell no. I want to make it my way, so they only got 3.5 million, and that's why it's in the bunker. Because it was supposed to be explosions galore, and the story had to change, as far as I'm aware, and George is quite happy with it. He wasn't like, oh, I'm not making the film I wanted to.
I read that he was a bit pissed off that he had to, but he's happy with the end product.
Right, yeah.
Do you know what the original story was?
Was it something to do with an island? No?
It was how the army and the researchers got there.
Really?
So it was the backstory.
Oh, no way. Like a prequel almost.
So he said that he wanted this to be his Gone with the Wind of zombie movies.
That's amazing.
He wanted it to be like a 4-hour epic where...
I would have loved to have seen that now.
Everything happened. Yeah. So a lot of his backstory went into Lands of the Dead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, where they have the high society and the scoma down there. It was
all meant to be like that.
Oh, wow.
All the researchers and like how the army got there and whatever.
Yeah. No way. See, I didn't even know some of that myself. Cool. My last bit. You might know this. So the zombies moaning, groaning, growling, roaring, and the feasting sounds, yeah? Do you know this one?
Yep.
Oh, he knows them all. I'll
Mate,
get him
it's,
next
it's
time.
one of my favourite
Yeah,
movies.
yeah,
Man.
there's no way you're not going to know it. They happen to be played by the voice of a talented actor called Mark Dodson, who played the voice of Salacious Crumb in Jabba the Hutt. Jabba's little mate. I didn't know that. I thought it was quite cool because I fucking Return of the Jedi is my fucking favourite Star Wars movie ever.
Yeah,
so I was like, oh, that's so cool. Yeah, he did that. Not all done by sound effects, they were all done by Mark Dodson.
Yeah, yeah.
So there you
It's
go.
like Mike Patton.
Yeah.
Crazy voice.
Doing all the screams in I Am Legend.
So, do
Hit
you
me
want to know
with
what
some
I've
trivia.
got?
Go on
Okay.
then.
So it was all, the outside scenes was all filmed in a real place called Fort Myers in Florida.
In Florida, that's right.
And a place called Sanibel Island.
Mm-hmm.
It's all still there.
Is it really?
It looks exactly the fucking same.
He's got loads of money rolling around the streets.
But yeah, it's all there. The cinema's still there, the Edmondson.
Is it?
And it's literally, you can get an angle and you can see the fucking street.
And when you see the cinema,
Yeah, all still
that's
there.
where it says directed and written by George Romero. That's the scene.
Yeah, all still there.
Brilliant.
When we go to Florida, every fucking year we've been to Florida, me and Lisa have always gone, we need to go there, we need to go there. We haven't got there yet, we will fucking get
You
there.
will get there.
I will get there.
Get shots.
Hundreds. Why do you think I want to go? I'm not going for fucking tea cakes. No,
No, I mean you've got to get
the
some.
reason that I want to go there is just for that.
Yeah.
Because it's all still there. And they don't do it anymore. But there used to be the Zombie Con, Fort Myers Zombie Con.
Yeah.
And it used to be all about, like, obviously, zombies.
Yeah.
But it was kind of like Weekends of the Dead. Where it was just all George Romero
all
stuff.
George Romero
so all the
stuff.
cast would come. And all the zombies.
Yeah.
And they'd stand where they were.
Brilliant.
Ah, fucking brilliant.
Oh,
Loved it.
well, good.
I've already talked about the original script.
Yeah.
Originally, do you know, we were meant to be playing John,
Yes.
Mr. Todd. Tony Todd
Yeah.
went for the part,
Yeah.
which was, I think, would have been amazing, personally. George Romero liked him that much
Yeah.
that when Tom Savini done his remake of Night of the Living Dead, he got the job as
He played.
Dwayne.
Was it Dwayne? Yeah, I think it was Dwayne.
The actor's
wasn't
name is Dwayne.
it? Yeah,
Ben.
whatever. Ben, yeah.
Ben.
That's right, yeah. Yeah.
So that's how he got the job as job of Ben. Do you know Rhodes wasn't the first choice to play Rhodes?
I know who wanted to do it.
Steele wanted to play Rhodes.
Yeah.
And
He went in, tried for his part, didn't he? Yeah.
and he was a little bit pissed off. But you know what? He said himself on that documentary, he was like, the I couldn't have done it as well as Joe Pilato. I
Exactly.
don't think many people could, to be honest with you. You'll know this,
Yeah.
but I think this is fucking phenomenal. All the gore in it is
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
It was all real intestines because Tom Savini said, and I quote, "not in slivers as well as the real stuff," which fuck me, man, it's just horrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you know that he's seen that because he was a Vietnam War photographer,
Yeah. Took pictures of all sorts.
and you obviously know the tale about the refrigerators going off.
Yeah. Have you seen the cutscenes?
Yeah.
Poor Pilato.
Oh, you can see the wax shoved up his nose if you look closely.
Yeah.
But he was there 4 hours.
4 hours. You can see in these, you'll see him on the behind the scenes, between takes, he's just turning his head because he's like, oh. They turned it off and it wasn't off for like an hour.
That was off for like 2 weeks over Christmas.
And they didn't have time to get new ones. That would not happen now. You wouldn't have real intestines for starters.
Absolutely not.
And two, you wouldn't have had, oh, they're off. I will use them anyway.
Yeah, God no.
No, it just wouldn't happen.
Do you know what? I feel sorry for Joe Pilato in that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I feel more sorry for? The poor zombies that had to eat it.
Were they eating that then?
Yes, mate. They were literally in for a penny, in for a pound.
I don't think you see the meat, do you?
Yes.
You do afterwards.
No, you see them eating Joe Pilato's guts and they are shoving that shit into the face. And it's real fucking rancid pig intestines. The fucking stench.
Well, like Pilato said in the documentary,
You still fucking
to this day.
Oh man!
Oh my
You
god.
ever smell like proper rotten fucking awful?
No.
it stays with you, man.
Oh,
It's
nightmare.
it's
Nightmare.
fucking horrible.
I'll jump in quick. Savini wanted to play Rhodes.
Did he?
Yes.
It's fucking Tom Savini. He wants to play fucking everything, doesn't he?
He asked George, can I play Rhodes? I can do it. And George went, no, you've got enough to do. There's no way you can do all the effects and play, you know what I mean, a character.
I bet you George Romero was dead nice about it, and I bet you at some point he was like, you tried to do this on Dawn, and you fell off the fucking roof, didn't you?
Nearly broke yourself. Yeah.
So, let's just rein it back. You can't do everything, Tom
Yeah.
Savini.
But also, I think this is a thing where George likes to have different characters in each movie. Although Pilato is supposed to, the character isn't. It's not. It is. It's supposed to be.
Well, in that respect, Tom Savini plays Blades again
In which one now?
in Lands of the Dead. In Lands of the Dead,
Oh,
Tom
shit.
Savini's character from Dawn of the Dead is in Lands of the Dead.
Oh shit.
He's
Also,
like
maybe not then.
as a zombie.
Oh right.
He's got
Okay.
like the big handlebar muzzle and the leather jacket on and stuff like that.
Since I've seen Land, you know, I need to rewatch it. There you go.
Oh man, it's
There you
good.
go.
I've already said the effects artist hated the black and white shot.
Yeah.
I thought this bit of trivia was one of the nicest things ever. Every single zombie that was in Dawn of the Dead
Yeah.
was contacted to come back and be in Day of the Dead.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that. Oh, that's really cool. And
cool.
they had the option to
Yeah,
come
yeah.
if they wanted
Yeah.
to. That's so good.
So there was loads of zombies in Day of the Dead that were recast, and they had them
Recast.
all in the same clothes.
Same get up. Oh,
This is just
that's
fucking
amazing.
absolutely brilliant.
That is so good.
All of these zombies were paid in the fucking coolest way again. So, sandwich, $1.
Yeah.
Not a t-shirt this time.
No.
It was a cap that said I was a zombie in Day of the Dead.
How cool is that?
Again, left nut time.
Yeah. Well, you've already given your left
Well,
for
you
the,
can't
for the
be like-
t-shirt on Dawn, so you're going to have the right
I
one
will
now.
literally unicize myself for a t-shirt and a cap. Happy days. I'll have no balls left, but you know what? Don't want kids. Fine. Only Romero movie where no zombie returns after being bit.
Yeah, because Miguel gets bit, but obviously they do away with his arm. What an effect. So good.
Fucking amazing.
So good. You know how they did that?
Yeah.
That was
Because
cut,
of the,
cut different ways,
Yeah,
and then it
yeah,
was
yeah.
his arm with the cut knife with the. Oh, it's so good.
do you know the first time they done it?
Doing.
Yeah, rubber
Rubber arm.
and the machete.
Yeah.
Way to fucking go, Tom Savini. And this is why you can't play fucking roads, because you can't concentrate on what you're meant to be fucking doing. So fucking sort that shit out first. And then they made a wax one.
Yeah.
And then it was the
There was a
old...
cut out one for his
the
real
old-
arm because
yeah.
when he does that, when they're cutting it, you see his fingers go up and down. So good.
Blood
So
tubing.
good.
Amazing.
But yeah, Miguel, you don't see him turn. Yeah, you don't, do you? That's right.
So this is hinted
Yeah.
that the zombie plague by this time was actually finished.
Right. So
The
if
actual
you got
virus or whatever it was.
whatever it was, supposed comet, whatever. So if you got rid of them all, it would be the end
It'd
of
be
it.
the end of, well, it'd be the
Well,
end
that's
of everything.
interesting, isn't it? Greg Nicotero's character gets shot, doesn't he? I don't understand how his head's alive.
What do you mean?
Because he's got his head on the thing
Yeah.
and it's doing that. Or has he got electrodes in it? Is
He's
he
got
doing
electrodes.
Is that what it
Yeah,
is?
yeah,
It's the- it's-
he's got shit in
oh,
his
it's
brain.
not like come back.
No.
Right, sorry. I thought it was on my head. So basically,
Yeah. No. It's
no, it's
he's got things
he's
that
got
just-
things
yeah.
powering it to make
Yeah.
it move. Right, okay, that's fine. Because I was thinking, how can he come back if he's been shot and he's not been bitten? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not The Walking Dead where
No,
when
no,
you
no.
die, no matter what happens, you'll turn. Fair enough. Okay, that's
No,
cool.
he's a
He's
electric head.
been electrolyted, whatever they
Fucking
say.
Frankenstein's been up to his old tricks again.
Yeah.
That's my
That's
bit
your
of trivia,
trivia,
mate.
is it? That's your trivia?
Trivia is done.
Excellent. I'll get on to the composer then, shall we?
Yeah, tell me a little
Composer
bit
time.
about,
All right then.
about my friend John Harrison.
John B. Harrison Jr. Born 19... Okay, now I can't see. 1948. Yeah? Okay.
He looks fucking good on it.
It does, doesn't he, to be fair. Harrison was born and raised in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. He graduated from Emerson College in Boston with a BS in theatre arts and an MFA graduate of Camergy, I can never say what it is. I know what it is. The whatever.
Carnegie School.
Yeah. Something University, School of Drama. For several years after that, he performed on the road with his band Homebrew before moving back to Pittsburgh to take a master's degree in film and television. Okay, that's his early years.
Carnegie.
That's it, Carnegie Mellon. That's it. I was like, I know what the word is, I just can't say it. There you go. This, I don't know if this is true. I've read it here, and I'll say it, and you tell me, you'll know. He played Screwdriver Zombie in Dawn of the Dead. Is that him?
Yeah.
I didn't realise that was actually him. Because he's the one who's there, and it's like the continuity, what wasn't it? Ah, and he just jumps out, which wouldn't happen. But yeah, I didn't realise he played Screwdriver Zombie. That's very cool.
Because him and George Romero were mates.
They're pals, aren't they?
Hence him getting
the score, doing the score. Brilliant. He also became his first assistant director for both Romero films, Creepshow and Day of the Dead. So he's a very busy bee. He filmed all the Florida scenes.
Did he? Yeah.
He did all that. That was all Harrison.
Well, why didn't you tell me this before I met him?
I only found this out doing the research for this.
Fucking hell, man.
Because you could have said that's your favourite bit. Oh, yeah, shit.
Never mind.
Oh, we'll have to meet him again.
Yeah, well.
Well, there you go. So, after Creepshow, Harrison moved to LA, continued writing and his directing career. He wrote, directed, and composed music for multiple episodes of Tales from the Dark Side. I didn't know that was a TV show.
Yeah.
I didn't realise that. Yeah. He also directed the Tales from the Dark Side movie, the 3 horror anthology.
Tom Savini again.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. It's great.
The fucking weird, creepy kid like that with the big eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, and the big giant bat thing. Oh, I love that one. So good. Okay, Harrison collaborated with Rubenstein, which culminated in the Emmy-winning TV miniseries Dune. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
In 2000, I didn't know that. Which Harrison wrote and directed. Okay, and the last thing is that Harrison has written and directed episodes of the new Creepshow that's on Shudder.
Well believe it.
Yeah?
Well believe it.
That's pretty good career. Considering he's more of a director-producer and he's done the score.
I didn't know that. The only thing I knew about him, he was in Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah.
He was mates with George Romero.
Yeah.
And he scored this and Creepshow.
Executive producer on a lot, and like I say, Tales from the Dark Side and stuff like that. So yeah, very.
Creepshow was his favourite score.
Did you ask him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one's your favourite out of these two? And he was like Creepshow, and I was like, mine's this, and he was like, mine's Creepshow.
Yeah.
Like,
all right then.
I literally said that to him. I was like, oh, done.
God, bloody hell. Right, should we get on to pressings?
Yeah, man.
Okay, so there ain't a great deal, which is nice sometimes because it gives me
Nice
mouth the rest.
Nice after Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah, bloody hell. There wasn't a great deal, but there's still a decent amount. Okay, so buckle up. In 1985, the Day of the Dead LP was released on Saturn Records, and that's the 6 tracks that you don't get on here. They're like the songs.
Yeah.
And there is a little bit of John Harrison's score. Yeah, with his band and stuff like that. Only 6 tracks on an LP. It seems more like an EP, that, really. And that was with Saturn Records. And then in 86, Polydor released it, and that's got... what's the word? It was a Japan pressing.
Okay.
So it's got the front cover, you'll see it. It's Laurie Cardell, what's her name?
Oh, the one where she's coming away from the wall.
Yeah, with the hands. That's the front cover, but it's dead small.
Yeah.
And it's got a nice Japanese Obi strip. Dead nice.
Yeah,
dead nice.
That.
That is cool. And then, fast forward to 2013, Waxwork. That was literally it. There was just 2 pressings.
Really?
That was it.
So the original one, was that the blue one?
The blue, yeah.
With the head?
The head one, yeah. That's the original one, but that isn't the score. It wasn't until Waxwork came and basically released the entire score. It's the first time it's been released as an entire score. So, I don't know which one you've got, so that's cool.
I'm going to leave it.
You're going to leave it until we find out. So, 2013, they released a blue/red swirl, which was, the title was Zombie Flesh. Mm-hmm. Nice. There was another one in 2013 was Yellow Cream Marble, which is all one, like a solid kind of colour. And then, of course, there's the Green Military Marble, which they released as well. So jump to 2021, there was a repress, and there was a clear transparent with red, yellow and black smoke, and also a teal with blue swirl, and that one was called Zombie Rot. And that one is the one you can still buy from Waxwork. Mm-hmm. That, and there you go, that's it.
Was it?
That's all the pressings there was.
I think you might be missing one there, mate.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
Which one are we missing?
The one I've got.
Oh, what's yours then? Oh, this is going to be good. Bye-bye, VHS. All right then. Can I have a look?
Yeah, of course you can.
Can I have a look? Because
I want you to have a look at the cover first. Though.
yes, of course. Yeah. All right, let's have a look. Okay. Oh! To Liam, thanks, John Harrison. That's so cool. I didn't realise you had this sound.
Yeah, man. It's me. Come on.
Yeah. Right, let's pull up. Do your special. Get your records out the way because you like to have them in between, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
The dead have waited. The day has come. Do you know what? That is a very 70s cover. I was thinking that. I was listening to it on the way up, and I could fucking love it. Yeah. It's very 70s though.
It is.
It is way more 70s than 80s.
Yeah.
But it's really good. Is that supposed to be Bub?
I think it is, but they couldn't use the image. But I think it's meant to be Bob.
I was going to say it looks a bit like him. The fact it's signed by him, and it's perfectly within
Yeah, completely.
Oh.
He asked me where I wanted it to be signed, and I was like, right there's a perfect. And he was like,
Oh, that's good. Yeah, he asked you then, rather than just going for it.
Sticking with it anyway.
That's a very good front cover, and I didn't realise that the orange is spot gloss, isn't it? Very, very nice. Look at that.
Don't know who's on the art on that, to be honest with you.
I did read it when
By Jay Shaw.
Jay Shaw. He's done quite a few, to be fair.
It's good. I really like that.
Yeah,
That's what I was hoping that Dylan would be, something like that.
Oh, the Day of the Dead's in spot gloss as well. UV spot gloss. Nice. So look at the back.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Oh, it's all spot gloss there, isn't it?
Simple, straight to the point.
Yeah. Track listings, everything you need. So many tracks on this compared to the 6 that you had.
37.
Yeah. Yes, that's a lot, isn't it? Gatefold? I've not seen this. The Creek.
The Waxwork Creek.
Oh.
Amazing. So that's the cover of the.
That's the cover of the Japan one, yeah.
Yeah.
The whichever one it was. Oh, that's
It's on there. Beef Streets.
Yeah. Amazing. Reading the book. And all roads. I like it because is this early 2013, isn't it, or something like that? Yeah. It's early, so that's when they put
like
later
the movie stuff in.
Yeah, later on they kind of went artwork, didn't they? Yeah, so you can forgive them for doing.
I think there might be something else on the inside there, man.
Oh, is there? Shall we look? Shall we look then?
Little goodies in there.
In which one? Both or one? Oh, there's one here. Oh, let's have a look. Get it out very carefully. Whee. I can't believe I missed a pressing. Wow. Going down.
Can you manage?
It's a bit tight. I think it's round the corner.
Oh, just
you do it. I don't want to because it's yours. It's like, ooh, you know what I mean? See, you're doing that because you own it, but I was a bit like, cool. What is this then? I don't know what this is. Oh my god, how cool is that?
So it's not the replica of.
No.
It's by John Harrison. It's John Harrison's little essay about the score.
Is it?
Yeah, it's
that's really cool. And it's got the blood thing on it as well. I mean, you'll see. We'll show you a shot, but literally behind where the camera is here, you've got the Dead Walk poster up there.
I have got a screen used Dead Walk poster.
That isn't.
There was thousands of them made.
You've got that screen used.
That was from the movie.
That's from the movie.
Yeah.
You fucking shitting me? Fucking what?
So I got that from the prop store about 20 years ago. They got a bulk of them.
God.
Do you know how much it was?
How much was it?
20 quid.
You're joking.
from the movie, 20 quid.
No wonder it's on your wall.
Exactly.
Holy shit.
If I pull that out the frame, it's on newspaper.
Is it really?
That is going to degrade to shit.
That's why it stays.
That's why
it stays
that
here.
Is not moving.
Yeah, that's why it's not like where the sunlight can get it. That's fucking screen used.
Yeah.
I'm doing that because
I don't know
if
it was screen used, but it was.
But it was in the movie.
It was made for the
movie.
It's
in the fucking movie.
Yeah.
Fucking that's popping. Oh my god.
Yeah.
You like that one?
I pulled that out and I was like, that's cool.
Meanwhile, at home with my real one, Oh my god, that's amazing.
Yeah, man,
I've known you how long? And I've only just known. Oh my god. Wow, that's brilliant. That's so cool.
So yeah, props though. When it first started, they had all these like wacky shit that you could buy on there.
Yeah, because that wouldn't be 20 quid now.
No, definitely not. I was just scrolling
Be an extra
through, and I
couple of
was
zeros
like,
on that, probably.
"Fucking dead what? Let's have a look." And they were like, "Produced for Day of the Dead," and I was like, "So that was actually made for." Yeah. Look,
I
20
mean,
fucking quid.
You'll see it now as I'll put it up for quite a while so you can see it. You can see the wrinkles and everything in it. It's proper newspaper.
Yeah.
Mate, that changes everything. That's so cool. Anyway, back to the pressings. that's amazing. I'm made up. You got one of those. Jesus H Christ. Right. So look at these records then. So
I'm just staring at it now.
yeah, it's that good. Yeah, the fact it's screen used. Oh, you little look at that.
That's what I'm saying. You missed one. So that might have been the one that you missed.
Could be the one I was missing. I wrote them down. I think I wrote them in two. I wrote them down in two places, and I've obviously been the wrong one. But
It's cool, isn't it?
that is cool.
Opaque blood splatter.
Yeah. There was a Return of the Dead that's come out just like that.
Cost the fucking was.
Well, there's
One
hundreds
of
of them in
everything.
there. Yeah, that's well smart. That's well nice. Look at that.
You know what I
close-up.
like?
Labels.
I really like the labels on it because it's the proper font.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love the way they've used the proper font.
And it's proper, isn't it? Well smart. And the old Waxwork logo, because it's old stuff, isn't it? So this was, what year was this one then? When did you get this when it came out?
Oh, mate, no, I didn't. I got this off eBay.
Oh, right.
But it must have been fucking about 10 years ago.
Oh, both the same?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Slightly different in the labels.
Yeah, the labels
So I got this about
colour.
10 years ago, so this must have been a first press.
Must be 2013 one.
Yeah.
It's probably one I've just missed off the list. But there you go. Beautiful looking record. I love like the marbly hazy. And the fact it's not a clear with thing. It's like a red.
It's really nice when you put it on the turntable because I've got a Michael Myers slip mat.
Yeah,
and
it's a lot of white.
It just looks like pus. Yeah. You know, like when you get an infected wound.
Yeah.
And you get like that blood, like sort of stringy blood going through like the
it's on the white mass.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Oh, it's like stringy blood going through serous fluid.
Very, very nice.
I like it, man. It's
very
gorgeous.
Very nice. I love it. Very good. Okay. Are we going to jump on to tracks?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
So there's 37 to choose from.
Oh my god, yeah.
It's a double album.
Yeah.
So
I'll put that there so I can look at the titles. I've got them here anyway.
We usually do pick 3.
Yes.
I've kind of picked 4.
Oh, you're naughty.
I know. and then the obviously the main theme is completely separate.
Yeah. Yeah, it always is.
Do you want to do yours first?
I'll do mine.
Alrighty.
Okay, so my 3 are... My first one was Logan's Lab / Logan's Madness. Is it in yours? Yes, it is. Why?
Literally second choice.
Why?
Why?
I'll tell you why. Apart from the scene, yeah? Because...
Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
That's a drinking game right there, isn't it? Every time he says that, swig. Because he says it within the first 5 minutes of the film in the helicopter. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Doesn't he? He does, yeah. So, start off. You've got the soldiers who are at their wits' end, yeah? You've got the scientists who are trying to figure this all out. Their only hope of survival, also of calming down and making the soldiers get on their side, is Logan. And he's fucking
mad as a fucking box of frogs.
Fucking isn't he just? He has lost his mind.
Yeah.
And that's the point when they go, I think we need to get a helicopter and just get out of here before someone else does.
Yeah.
Because you don't... all the way through this film, you think, he's got a point. He's a bit eccentric. Yeah, he's a bit like, where would you go?
Blow the piss out of all of them. You haven't got enough ammunition.
I'm sorry, I'm hungry. Is there food? so good. He's so good. R.I.P. Oh, gutted he's gone. He was in Flight of the Navigator as well. He was. I can't remember where, but he was in it. Mm-hmm. Anyway, cutting back, he's actually gone insane. And if the soldiers find out, which they do, it's really going to hit shit.
If the soldiers find out that they've got Greg Nicotero's head,
yeah,
because he's just like, what the fuck? And then he finds his uniforms, don't he?
They do, yeah.
What's his name? Fucking.
Not Cooper. Which is the one?
No, it was Cooper. It was Cooper's uniform.
They found Cooper's uniform. Well, it was they saw his body in the freezer, didn't they? Yeah, it was supposed to be Cooper, was it?
It's just like, fuck.
Because she goes, "What are you doing with that? They won't see it." I'm like, "Well, you just fucking walked in and saw it."
Yeah, they obviously will.
Yeah, you're not hiding it very well, are you?
Eyes, I know they're growing like fucking mad crops of fucking marijuana outside, but fucking hell, they're gonna fucking see the mate's head.
Yeah, exactly. So, jump back. What makes the scene beautiful is the fact that that is the case. But then, the beautiful thing is with it, it starts with this classic main theme, it starts with that for about a good minute and a bit. Excuse me. And then the synth gets really heavy, doesn't it? Oh, I'm written it down because it's like electrifying heavy synth. But then it sounds like a haunted house. It changes and it's very like woo, it goes all like noisy and it's going up and down, and then you get this choir.
Yeah.
You get this crazy sort of like choir, and it's just that it's an add-on to make you realise, Logan's lost his mind.
Nuts.
Yeah. And that, for me, is well stand out. I was just like, oh my God. I picked a few, and then I had to narrow it down. I picked more than 3, and I was like...
37 tracks on this, mate.
Yeah.
I think fucking one of them is a banger.
Well, I was like, which one? And then I put them back on in that order, and when this came on, I was just like, that one. That's such a good...
I love the way that it's when it starts off with that main theme.
Yeah.
And it's they've got 3 of them going at the same time,
right?
And it's just all fucking out of sync.
Showing you that it's
he's just gone nuts. Yeah. Did you listen to the tape?
Yeah.
When he's
proper Norman Bates.
What's he saying? Because I wrote it down. He's just going, I've put it away now, mother.
It's fucking Norman Bates.
Yeah, it completely is. But then you hear him going, you can be civilized, and then you hear, take that, you will be civil, and he's fucking kicking the shit out of these zombies. He's purely fucking beating the shit out of them because he's bonkers. I
mean, an indication early on was the fact that, the one with the fucking bits missing, and he gets up, he just goes over and just drills him in the head.
His head. Just nonchalantly.
Yeah, but it's also the fact of, hang on, you working on them, and you're just like, I'll just get rid of him.
Yeah.
It's just, there's a sign, isn't it?
But again, I think that is just because he knows that all these fucking grunts are just going to be getting him more.
Get more of them, yeah.
But he doesn't realise that these soldiers are at the ends of their tether, going to capture these things that are essentially going to fucking eat them. You know what I mean? Yeah. And he's just like, go and get me another specimen.
Yeah.
Go, safe, go. And he's just that, like, higher intelligence. He doesn't see people below type thing. Yeah. Even though he's essentially I think he's a really nice character.
Yeah.
I think he's genuinely a good guy. But he's just gone to them.
He's lost it, though.
He's fucking lost it. Yeah. He knows he's like this, like, surgeon or doctor or whatever he was in his past life. Yeah. And he just thinks he's above these, like, grunts of soldiers. And he's just burning through these fucking corpses like there's no tomorrow. And Sarah and I can't remember the other guys, the other doctor with the glasses. Yeah, they say that too.
Yeah.
They were like, you can't keep doing this.
No.
You can't just be fucking stop killing zombies. You can't just be like getting rid of the subjects. You know what I mean? Because they're not going to go out and get you anymore. And he's like, fuck it, I'll just fucking use a body of somebody that's fucking, because all I'm doing is experimenting. But
he's going around in loops though, because they said you're doing stuff that's already been proven.
Yeah.
You're not getting anything. We need new results. That's what they're like.
I don't even know what is, because that he Sarah was doing work on like the brainstem and stuff like that. I don't know what he was doing.
No.
Because he was trying to basically teach them how to
Start again.
how to start again.
But without.
But why are you doing surgery in that case?
Yeah.
It's all like motor function that you're working on and like cognitive abilities.
Like
and
him
stuff
taking
like
all the organs out was to prove like, look, they don't even need it.
Yeah.
But look, he just wants to bite me.
Yeah.
He just wants to eat me.
He's just fucking about.
Yeah.
He's just fucking about.
Look at
with
this, and
corpses.
he's going, yum, yum, you know, and he's
Yeah.
putting it close. How fucking close is it?
And the one with the fucking the spinal cord and the brain.
Yeah.
And it's still got motor function.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
it still moves. And it's like,
What's the
to
point
what
of
end,
this?
mate?
Yeah.
To
Were you
what-
waiting for someone to come in to see this?
yeah. And that fucking turns out it's not even a zombie. It was that was
No, that was Cooper, wasn't it?
Cooper.
Yeah. We don't
So
even.
you're not
so
even
has
a-
he killed Cooper? Then?
yeah. That's what I think. We'd never know.
We never know,
because-
but they're saying that's what they're. Yeah. Shit.
And that's why he removes the head. But the experiments that you're now doing then is not even on zombies, mate.
No, they're
You're
just
doing it on fucking human beings. You're just fucking about with corpses.
Yeah.
Fixing God's mistakes. Fucking horrible.
Oh.
It's horrible. But I think the worst scene in that for me is that fucking baby you see. When he opens the tank, there's a fucking zombie baby in the tank. And that's when McDermott's like, Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
I didn't see that. I totally missed that.
Yeah. Still.
Right.
Proper fucking zombie baby in an incubator.
Oh, shit.
Fucking horrible, man.
Oh shit! Is that
Yeah,
a baby? Is
yeah,
that
yeah.
supposed to be a baby?
Yeah.
Is it? I thought it was like a shriveled up like old man.
It's a baby.
Oh,
It's
shit.
meant to be like a newborn.
God.
Horrible, man.
Oh yeah, shit. Okay. Anyway, so that was my one. Yes. Number two for me would be "Those Are My Men." That's the track, isn't it? "Those Are My Men," and that's basically where he grabs Sarah. And he's like, "Those are my men," and he's looking at her like that. Then he goes, "Those are my men in there." And what the beautiful thing about it is that synth is dead dark.
Yeah.
It's really, really dark, that, and it just rings. It keeps on going, but then the problem is, after that, after a minute, it just goes really nice,
Yeah.
and it's just like whoa, and it just takes me out of it slightly. But that actual bit, that scene where he realizes it's his men, fucking hell.
Those are my men in there.
Oh yeah.
Fucking man.
And my last one is it's not so much the first, it's in two tracks, but it's End of Steel / Lost in the Caves. Now,
Okay.
the End of Steel bit is very much proper 80s guitar solo. And that's not the bit that I love. It's the Lost in the Caves, because you've got the din 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 din. It's like Heartbeat, isn't it? And you've got the synth stabs and the
Bam, bam, bam.
yeah. Oh, it's so good. And there's the tension build up, and then it rings, and then and then it goes into some sort of like crazy noise, like
The zombie noise.
yeah,
Every film.
Yeah,
every zombie
that's the
film
one we were
needs-
talking about,
needs
wasn't
that
it?
popping zombie noise.
yeah. It's a crazy. It's like if you went out of space, that's what it would sound
yeah,
like.
yeah.
Apparently, the zombies came from the meteor from outer space. So there you go. Yeah. So there's my three.
Okay. I have got
Hit me with your rhythm stick.
Steel. Shoot that woman. And this is obviously in the dining room scene.
Yeah.
And it's the score essentially is them execution drums. Where it just goes.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
And it comes in at that point where he goes, Steel, shoot that woman.
Dig it in.
Bang, you're dead. No.
Yeah, was it shoot that woman or you're dead?
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh shit, he's serious.
He's serious. And it's just got that execution drums and that drone synth, and it's just a perfect soundtrack to Anxiety.
Yeah.
Because you fucking don't, you know that they're all unhinged.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you know that either he's going to shoot Sharer or Rhodes is going to fucking shoot Steel.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
you see that like recognition in Steele's face.
Yeah.
Where he's like, you're not fucking around.
Yeah. Because it makes him, he counts up to nearly
Yeah.
5, doesn't he? All right. And
Yeah.
he gets up because he's not going to get up. He goes, and you've used 2 already.
But you've got that hesitation when he pulls out his gun. He's like,
Yeah.
and he just turns into mindless soldier.
Sit down, Sarah. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Then it goes into that 114-mile
Tombstone!
Fucking
Yeah.
and that speech that he does there
Yeah, I was going to mention that.
favourite speeches in any movie.
That
where he's
we-
like, we've got the books, we've got the papers.
Yeah.
You know, you come down here, you buried this thing. I'm going to teach generations ahead of us not to come down and look at this.
Yeah.
And look at the mistakes that we've made. Why can't we all just be civilized? Yeah, fucking.
But also the fact is, like, maybe this is God's way of saying we
got too big for our breeches.
Yeah, that's it. We fucked up basically. And in the entire Romero trilogy, it's the first time they've addressed it as it might be God spiting us.
Yeah.
And I thought that was brilliant.
Well, I don't know. I mean, yes, you're completely right.
Yeah.
But Ken Foray says that, doesn't he?
Oh, right.
You know what I mean? When there's no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth.
Yeah, I suppose.
But
but the reason is because we fucked up.
Yeah, because we've become fucking too big for our breeches.
Yeah.
You know, maybe it's
Too big for our britches.
That's
so good.
That character, I love that character, man. So my second one was going to be Logan's Lab.
Yeah. Oh, so good.
Which you've already done it.
Uh-huh.
Amazing. We have got Bob Lane's.
Yes.
Yeah. So it is, where are we? Track.
Bob Scare, it's
there you
after
go.
that.
Logan teaching Bob Lane.
Yeah.
19. So this starts after the beef treat scene. What you were talking about before. When you were talking about this, I was like, oh, you've done it now. And it starts off with the gong. I'm just going to turn the lights out and you can think about what you're doing.
Think about what
Think
you're doing.
about it.
Yeah.
Think about it. And you're just there. But it's all spooky, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's all like
very soft, isn't it?
Yeah, and like weirdly ambient. So this is... I'm going to describe this now and you're going to look at me fucking weird. Okay. So, starts off with the gong and it's got this really happy upbeat drone going with it. And loads of muffled keys. It reminds me of my childhood.
That doesn't surprise me.
It's a really nurturing like sound that is, because it's not like, you can't describe it as music, it's a sound, and it's just like this weird like muffled sort of nurturing sound.
It's a good point. Something that I'm going to address later.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
And it is the whole scene where Bob is learning.
Yeah.
And he's got the razor blade. And that scene knocks me fucking sick.
Oh, when he cuts his face.
It's just like, and you just see them like two little strands of flesh come off, and then they're stuck on the razor,
and there's no blood,
and there's just a big load of spit that just comes out of his mouth, and it's just like, oh.
Do you know a scene, not similar but not too similar that makes me go, oh, Predator, when Mac is dry shaving, and he stops and then he goes.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's the razor thing.
It's the razors, yeah.
It's just like fucking horrible, man.
I hate razors. Oh, yeah.
It's it's just Howard Sherman's acting in that.
So good.
When because he's like a fucking child. Bob is like a child.
Yeah.
You know, and then he gets the book, and like we said, he's got them like
he's holding
hands.
it. He's picking it up like this, and he
he doesn't know how to use it, but he knows what it is.
Yeah.
And then it goes into the telephone.
Yeah.
And he's got the telephone, and then he gets him to speak and what have you. And it finishes off, the track finishes off with this big drone out.
Right.
And it's when the camera pans around and Sarah and I can't for the life of me remember what his name is. The other ones.
One with the goatee.
And he's like, no, it's what he's not doing. He's not seeing Logan. And they both start laughing, and Sarah goes lunch, and the other one goes dinner, and the other one goes brunch. Yeah. And then the camera pans on, you just see fucking roads, and he's like, is this what you're fucking doing? You just have to fucking laugh here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's that, because everything's so nice with the track, as soon as you see roads, it just goes...
Wow, yeah.
It's absolutely brilliant, man.
Yeah.
It's absolutely brilliant. So, my next track is Rhodes Leaves His Men Behind.
Yeah. Rhodes, you bastard!
And it's literally, it's just that dum 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 dum, and it's that scene after Miguel has essentially let the zombies in.
Yeah.
And after you see the zombie horde coming down.
Oh, the bit I couldn't. I cringe when I'm like, no. I know he's been bitten and he thinks he's going to turn. He might have not have because he had his arm taken off. But to lay there and let them.
And let them in.
But there again,
he's just got the little
his
cross thing.
Yeah, in his mouth. Oh. I cringe, even though
Going straight.
he doesn't do it straight away. He waits for a while. So,
He's got to get them in, hasn't he?
I know, but still, I don't know. I love it. It's my favourite of the Romero, but some scenes I'm like, don't know. Yeah.
It's groovy, man.
Yeah.
It's groovy. It's
Oh.
amazing. So yeah, it's just a pound and bass until it stops. So this scene has got it stops down and it just goes in the record. It just goes ha 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 ha.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's the scene where Bub discovers Logan.
Yeah.
And he's got the chain, and he's like,
Look, I've come loose.
off, you need to put me back.
I know.
And then he just discovers that he's not
moving,
moving, and he just starts fucking whipping the chain. And you can see that it's so sad.
But before he whips the chain, he sort of steps back and then realises and goes, and then
It's such
it's like, it's
such a sad scene.
I know.
It's because it's like,
You want to take Bob home?
yeah,
You literally want to take
he's
Bob home?
like your mate, isn't he? That's
Yeah.
like a little bit spoony, but he's all right. He's not going to eat you. He's probably going to stink a little bit,
Yeah.
but he can just sit in the corner and just give him a book or something like that and just play with it.
It was
He's
his only
like,
mate.
He's like a toddler.
It was his only mate.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Oh, it's heartbreaking. I know it's his own, but it's weird.
So fucking sad, man.
Yeah.
And then the rest of it, because this is side C, side
Yeah.
D. The rest of it is just that
Doom.
all the way through,
Doom.
and this is the third part of
This is
every Romero film.
This is the munch.
This is just the last 25 minutes, 30 minutes, however long it is,
Yeah.
of people being fucking eaten.
Yeah.
And this is where the effects are. This is
The real deal, isn't it?
You've got fucking choke on him. You've got Rhodes being ripped apart. You've got Johnson and the bowling ball head.
Yeah.
When it's the head stretch and you hear the vocal cords and it's like...
Do you hear what Savini said about that? He was a little bit gutted because it was supposed to be like The Thing, you know, where the head comes up.
Yeah.
And it didn't come out because of the angle they were. It didn't show it properly. So he was a bit gutted that scene didn't come out how he wanted it. He wanted it to be...
fucking
It's amazing. It is amazing, yeah. But he was like, that's not how I envisioned
He
it.
always wants something better though, doesn't he?
And he was reminded, he goes, yeah, but what about his vocal cords? And he goes, what do you mean?
He never got onto it.
He never got onto it because he didn't do the sound.
Yeah.
And he realised after when he watched it, he was like, oh my God, yeah. I never realised the chord stretch. And that's the most terrifying thing about it. It's like, oh, that's awful.
Yeah.
And the fact that in the eyes
Fucking
and
fingers in the eyes just pulling them backwards.
as after it's done, mouth's still moving.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what I was saying before, the animatronics in
Yeah.
this and like the servos and
Spot
like
on.
the electric work and these prosthetics.
Yeah.
Fucking second to none, man.
Yeah.
However, my favourite death scene was Rickles.
Oh, it's brutal.
It's fucking horrible, man. The skin off of his face and eats his eyeball.
Yeah.
And you just see this perfectly white eye and like the
Ripping it
fucking
up the
flesh.
top.
Ah!
The fact he's laughing before, he's like...
He's just a fucking psychopath, Rickles, man. You know what I mean? He's constantly fucking laughing all the way through.
The fingers as well.
Just two fingers,
the two
though.
fingers. Oh.
It's fucking brutal.
That's all them deaths are just like... See, Steele was like, yeah, he did himself in.
Yeah.
And then he's just being eaten. But the actual to be alive and being ripped apart.
But that
the
bit
three
with
of them.
Steele on that documentary I thought was dead interesting.
Right.
Because Steele, all the way through it, is an absolute bastard.
Yeah.
And he does the sign of the cross
Then
before it.
yeah.
And he's kind of like going,
There you go.
I'm not a bastard.
Yeah.
I'm a good Christian, I'm just doing my job type
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
No, you're not, mate, you're a bastard.
Yeah, that's right.
You are an absolute bastard. But this where you see the zombies, every single George Romero film has got the third part of the zombie bunch.
And that's the munch.
In this,
Yeah.
it's just the best, man. It's the best.
You'll know this. You'll get onto this. As soon as it goes back to Steele, two of them had got some intestine and they take it to the camera and they pull it as they come right to the camera.
And this is where George Romero's cameo was.
Yes, the shuffling one at the end.
Yeah, with the scarf around him.
Yeah,
he wanted
that's
the scarf
right.
around so he could find himself in the shuffling.
Ah, yeah, that was ace.
The zombies in this, I think, are probably the best zombies. And it guts me because they're never a cons.
No.
You always get like the fucking, I don't know, like the nurse or like the fat winter zombie or the Harry Krishna zombie. None of these zombies are in cons.
There should be. You could get the two, the couple. Well, they call them the couple zombie,
Yeah.
aren't they? The two that you get chained up.
Yeah.
For the gong.
So Beef Treats has been there.
Right. Okay.
Beef Treats was at Weekends of the Dead a couple of years ago.
Oh right. Okay. Yeah.
But the other one wasn't.
Right.
I would like to meet.
Meat.
I would like to meet the ballerina zombie.
Yeah.
Have you gone on to the ballerina
No,
zombie?
didn't she on her toes as well?
Only one.
Only
Because
one.
her other foot's broken. The fucking acting on these
Yeah.
zombies are amazing. I want to meet the guy that falls off the elevator.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he? The one, whoa!
Because he was just showing off.
Yeah.
That fella, he was like, I'm going to fucking get off first. And he just goes, doink.
So he's always remembered for the one who
Yeah,
falls.
exactly.
Yeah.
There's the American Footy one.
Mm-hmm.
There's two of
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Both
there's
from the
one that
same
comes
team.
down and one who's coming out the caves,
Yeah,
isn't it?
both
yeah.
from the same team.
Right, yeah.
Which
yeah.
I just thought was genius. And maybe that's just like a fan theory. You know what I mean? But it works.
Yeah.
So why not? You know
Well,
what I mean?
the whole team could have been where they were when they got bitten.
Exactly.
So they're all wandering
Yeah.
around. There's another team out there wandering.
Brilliant, man. Absolutely. Couldn't headshot them, could you?
Yeah.
Big fucking American Footy helmet.
Yeah.
And the cheerleader one, or the band, where
Yeah.
she's got like the little top hat thing on.
Right, yeah.
From the beginning. Fucking amazing, man. Absolutely stellar work on these zombies.
Ace.
Shall we get into our honourable mention?
Honourable mention then, of course. Now, I've got to give it a little... before we do this honourable mention, it is a shout out, it's a bit of an early one. My old workmate Pete, used to put this on all the time.
And rightly so.
And of course, but the problem was he put it on that much, is every time the first track came on, honourable mention, I'd be like, oh, not again. It was that much. Because we used to do Peyton together, it would just come on, and I'd be like, dude, why are you putting it on again? But anyway, it is amazing, yeah. But
Don't ever phone me with that respect then.
is that what your ringtone is? Is it really? Wow. I got the Cantina band for mine, of course. But yeah, honourable mention. So it's what you know it as, isn't it?
It's the main theme. It is, but it's not even that. It's the very beginning of it.
Yeah. I thought you'd get onto that.
Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah.
At the very beginning of Shaun of the Dead, where the logo comes up.
Yeah. The
That
studio
noise.
canal.
Yeah.
That's that noise,
Yeah.
because then it jumps into dawn, doesn't
Yeah.
it? With the whoop, whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's from that, is it?
Yeah. It's just
Oh, I didn't realise. Oh, nice.
This opening
Mm.
to this movie
Yeah.
is my favourite opening to any movie ever.
Yeah.
It's like
I'm not surprised with the piece of fucking...
any movie. This is my
Yeah.
favourite opening of a movie of all time, and it will never be beaten.
Are we talking Sarah in the
Yes.
in the nut house?
No.
No, you mean when they-
Hello!
Yeah, in Florida, yeah.
It's fucking terrifying, man. It's
Yeah.
absolutely terrifying because there's not a soul around.
No.
And there's just all the tumbleweeds. And I've been to Florida.
Yeah.
There's people.
Yeah.
There's lots and lots of people. Usually with Thing 1 or Thing 2 t-shirts on.
Oh,
Doesn't matter
right.
where you go. There's
Yeah.
fucking people. Not a sausage. And you just see the tumbleweeds and you hear the wind blowing. And it's just isolation. It's
Money on the
just,
street. And...
it's just terrifying.
Yeah.
And this theme over it.
But the beautiful thing about it is that there is no one around. But once they start shouting,
Until,
you start shouting them and they'll start coming.
yeah. Do you know that backdrop? You know when you come out of the theatre and after the alligator and stuff like that, and you see the long pan of the street.
Yeah.
Well, that's a matte painting.
Is it really?
Yeah, man.
Oh my god.
Such
That's
fucking
amazing.
so good.
You know that the two zombies who were behind the alligator were the
With the keepers.
keeper
Of course they were.
in case they
In case it broke its fucking plastic bindings.
well, the alligator wasn't very happy.
I bet it wasn't.
Well, do you know why?
Because it was all fucking chained up.
No, when they arrived with the alligator, as they were taking it off the truck, they dropped it on its face
Oh shit.
and it was bleeding.
Oh.
And it wasn't very happy at all. And and the production designer was said one minute he was there and he heard Wah! He looked back, and the alligator had whipped both of them over with its tail. Both of them went flying.
It's a pretty fucking decent sized gator, like, you know.
Yeah, it's pretty big, yeah. But that's because you dropped me on my fucking face.
Yeah, you bitch. Don't even want to be in your film.
No, yeah. So yeah.
But yeah, as soon as they start shouting hello, and you see, like, the shadow moving down the street, and then you get that image of Dr. Tongue, and then the fucking Day of the Dead.
Ooh, the fun.
With this.
Yeah.
Bam, 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 bam. And it's perfect.
Yeah, it is good to be fair.
And I know I always gush about these things because I fucking love them so much.
Yeah.
But it is the perfect opening of any movie.
Right.
This piece of music to that scene, perfect. Because it's that cold and that isolated and that mechanical
Right.
that it just fits.
Yeah.
John Harrison has done a sterling job. What do you think about it?
Well, are we going to get into... we're not going to rate it yet. Do you know what? A few weeks back I said to you that there's one of these on eBay. And you were like, how much was it? And I said, I think it's 30 quid. And you were like, buy it now. Buy it now. And I sent the guy an offer, I think, for something like 25. I said, I'll try it. You know, you can try these things on eBay. Declined. And you were like, I'll give you the extra £5.
Yeah, 100%.
So anyway, I didn't get round to it because I bought too many records as it is, as I was telling you earlier. And so when we finished Dawn, time to do Day, watch the film, listen to the score in the film, and then separately listen to this. I didn't like it.
You didn't like
I
it?
don't. I like...
Not even all the Caribbean like flavour to it? Nothing like that?
That's what I don't like.
Oh, mate.
That's what I didn't like.
It's Floridian. It's all in Florida. It's...
I get it. Do you know what? In the film, it's fine. When I listen to this separately, it sounds like Beverly Hills Cop to me.
No, man.
Honestly, it's not a scary score.
No, it's not.
No.
And that's why it's fucking that unnerving. Because
know.
they're all living this fucking false life. They're in a cave.
I know, but
And they call a fucking caravan the Ritz. It's delusional. The whole fucking film is this identity crisis they're having.
My tracks are but apart from that, it's just too nice for me. And it was controversial when it came out.
Yeah.
It was controversial for this reason, for the fact that it has that Caribbean sort of vibe to it. Listening to it separately, I just didn't get it.
Okay.
I didn't get it. You know, I like it. Don't get me wrong, I like it. But at some points, I'm going, this could be like in the backdrop of another 80s like Miami Vice. You know what I mean? In
So where's Miami Vice set?
don't know, is it Florida?
Miami?
Oh, Miami. Is it Florida?
Miami! It's the fucking keys in the title. So yeah, it fits. Because it's all meant to be there.
I know, but it's because it's a horror. It's like, see, everything I've mentioned of my 3 tracks have got the dark bits.
Yeah.
The only bits that really stood out to
And
me.
so have mine.
Oh, true.
I mean, the one that I did take out.
Where's Miami? In Florida.
The one that I did take out was The Water of the Ritz. And that is pure.
Oh,
pure fucking.
That is proper.
Pure
like,
Caribbean. But that's the scene when he's
Yeah,
got
with John,
we got
isn't
the
it?
statistics and the books. And
Yeah,
this
yeah.
and that.
It kind of makes sense.
I'm going to stop doing accents now because I sound fucking wildly racist.
Overall, it's a great score. It is. I just don't think it fits the film personally in certain places. I like to say, put that with the film. I watched it together. I watched it last night. Great. But to sit down and listen to it, I just felt like I wasn't listening to anything that was horror related at all. It really sort of like, put it this way, I won't be buying it.
Okay.
For me. Personally.
Absolutely fine.
Yeah. For me.
You got you completely wrong, but you've got you.
But yeah, I'm kind of glad I didn't buy it because I don't think I'd listen to it. I'd listen to my favourite bits, but isn't it worth me buying the whole thing for those favourite bits?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you made a 7-inch of my favourite bits, I'd be happy with that. But still, not knocking it. Great score. It just seems it's just very different for me. I was very surprised considering it's been that long since. It's that long.
No.
It's my favourite of the Romero, and I was really surprised because I hadn't really listened to the score because obviously back then we weren't into like listening to scores like we are now. Well, you were maybe.
No, this stuck with me.
Right, okay.
Even from then.
Right.
Excuse me. Even from then, when I watched it, like, all them years ago, I always fucking remember that.
Oh, yeah, the like I say, I didn't put it down on mine because we always honourable mention, main title, whatever. But that, and with them, is perfect.
But even all that, I mean, for me, we're just getting into a bit of a discussion now, but all the military drums, like that,
yeah,
when something really dramatic happens.
they're great. Those
But
bits are
it's
great.
not the Caribbean stuff that you don't like.
Yeah, it's that stuff that isn't very. It's
It
like
sounds like all like the steel drums and
it's,
stuff.
you
Like
know,
that.
there's bits that would just go do do do. It's like that could be the background of like Mr. Mum. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get it.
This is 80s and stuff
I get
like
where
that.
you're coming from.
Yeah.
100%.
It's just weird. But anyway.
See, I like that. I like that aspect of it because it's, like I said to you before, it's like that living, like delusional living. You know what I mean? Where everything's happy and fine and good.
But it's not really.
But it's not really.
No.
You know what I mean?
Gone to shit.
Because 9 times out of 10, when you get a track like that,
Yeah.
it's interspersed with like, I can't even remember what record it was that you were saying about. And it had that undertone.
Jaws.
Yeah. It was the, where he's got...
Where he's
So
with his son.
Yeah, it's got that undertone. It's got that
Right.
like really low drone and bass where you know that there's something fucking wrong.
Yeah.
But you know what? Fuck it. That's over there. That's in the caves.
Yeah.
I'm sat in the Ritz with a fucking rum and me mate and fucking we're all happy.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's cool. That's really good actually because I wondered what you thought of it because I knew you loved it because like you say it's your ringtone and stuff like that. But I wanted to know what you actually thought of it. So that's cool because it's two ends of the spectrum.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
completely, man.
So there you go.
Yeah,
So should we do onto ratings then?
I'll let you go first.
Okay, so we always do movie first, don't we, and then score. Well, the movie, I keep getting this up and down. I'm going to leave it there. This is the best of the Romero trilogy for me. Night is, like we say, it was good. Dawn's better. It has everything.
Art school thesis.
Yeah.
Exploitation flick. Perfect movie.
Oh, it should be. As a movie, I don't want to give it my full right to the top because it's not my favourite movie. But as a movie itself, this is, oh god, it's a 9. It's definitely a 9. Why is it not a 10? I can't tell you why. I don't know why. It's not. I don't know. It's weird, but it's definitely.
No, you can't just say
I don't know. I don't know why. I mean.
So what makes it? What is losing that point?
Fuck it. It's a full on 10.
It's a fucking full on 10. Come on, mate.
It's a 1-0. It's a 1-0. I love everything about it. I've loved it for a long time. Really have. And if anyone ever mentions Romero films and which is the best one, I've always said Day. And that's not anything that we've discussed and
No.
you know, I've said this when I was younger.
Yeah.
You know. So it's a 10. Score for me. Oh, I do like bits of it. It's just bits I like though. There's probably a chunk. You could probably give me one side of the LP, which is probably my fave.
I'm giving you side D.
Oh, yeah, because that's where all the shit hits the fan, and that's all the darkness. Although some of my favourites are actually a bit earlier on. Don't know.
Bow, bow, bow. Bow, bow, bow.
I'm gonna give it. For me, it's gonna be a 4.
A fucking 4.
I won't listen to it.
A 4.
Yeah, won't listen to it. I won't even.
A 4.
Right. My favourite tracks, 1, 2, 3, plus the main theme is 4 tracks. It's not even a side.
Alright, fair enough.
So for 4 for me. And like I say, I enjoy it, but no, it's not for me. But movies are fucking 10.
Sad.
You yourself?
This
Movies?
is our last episode of Splattered. The movie is a fucking 10.
Ooh,
if I could give it more, I will give it more.
Yeah.
This is up there.
Yeah.
This isn't like you fucking howling or not. Like, this is Day of the Dead. Man.
No,
this
yeah.
is like fucking. This is. If I want to watch a zombie movie, that's my go-to.
Yeah.
If I want to, sometimes I feel like watching Dawn of the Dead. Sometimes I'll feel like watching zombie flesh eaters. If I want to watch a zombie movie, it's Day of the Dead.
I love the bleakness of it.
Exactly.
It's like Alien 3.
Yeah.
You know how bleak it is?
Yeah,
I
it's
love that.
fucking-
Sometimes you need that. Sometimes you need something bleak to make you realise, actually, my life is really good.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I
That's where
mean?
the steel drums come into it. That's where all the Caribbean shit comes into
Right,
it.
yeah,
Where you're
yeah.
like, actually, my life's not too bad. I'm sitting in the Ritz. I've got a little rum.
Yeah.
It's all
No,
good.
I mean as me watching
No,
it.
and as John and McDermott,
Yeah.
it's all right. You know, we're over here, you're over there. They're not going to kill me. I've got the fucking helicopter.
I'm interested to see what you think about the score then. Is there anything on there that you're like?
Yes,
There is. Okay.
there is on the beach. The very
last bit when they've survived.
when they've survived, and it goes into that really fucking shonky, really bad 80s sort of. I wouldn't even call it a pop ballad.
Yeah.
It's just fucking saccharine.
Yeah.
It's just shit. It's absolutely shit. But you know what?
Yeah.
It's still a fucking 10! Because it's Day of the fucking Dead.
Fair enough. That's totally fair
There is
enough.
not a fucking bad track on this.
Yeah.
Everything is in its place. And everything is perfectly in its place.
I think you love it for everything about it.
Oh,
You're like in tandem together. You could put them both together and go, this is beautiful. It mixes in totally fine.
I was hoovering today listening to this.
But yeah,
And Lisa was like, this fucking soundtrack's amazing. And I was like, I
that's
know.
cool. That's cool.
It's fucking brilliant. If you can get hold of it,
You can.
rush out and buy it.
Waxwork are selling the transparent red with yellow and black smoke. That is the one that's available. So yeah, you can still get it from Waxworks.
I from my recommendation,
Yeah,
it's one of my favourite soundtracks.
that's cool. That's cool. It's strange, really, because we are very saying that. You got Hellraiser the other day. We very rarely buy something if we're not a fan of the film.
Yeah.
We very rarely do that. I know you've done it with Hellraiser the other day. But it's very... I've never actually gone... This is the first time for me that I've been on SP and gone, I love the film, I'm not a fan of the score.
Yeah.
I've never done that before. That's the first time. I've listened to it a lot because I'm like, am I
missing something?
yeah, what's going on here? It's not just a first listen. No, it's not for me. No, I want to know why. And I think it's just too nice by itself for me. But there you go. But the fact that you have it as a 10, I don't blame you. Fair play.
It can do no wrong.
Yeah.
Day of the Dead can do no wrong.
Yeah.
John Harrison could have come out and stuck a microphone on his arsehole and just gone... I would have been like, perfect. Absolutely fucking perfect.
Double dip, please.
However, he didn't. He produced
Yeah.
one of the most bleakest fucking albums with...
Uplifting tones.
Well, yeah. But that's me
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
It's fucking bleak as shit. Everything's so melancholic on it. Everything's so empty and fucking vacuous.
Yeah.
And yet there's happy songs in there.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like, fucking, we're gonna die, man.
See, I don't know. That's the thing. It works for you, but it doesn't work for me.
Yeah,
It's just.
mate, I had to be older.
Yeah,
You know what I
horses
mean?
for courses or whatever they say, hills and valleys. But there you go. Yeah. Oh, Day of the Dead though. What a fucking film. Now, considering it is the most unpopular of the bunch.
Which I don't believe.
No, I mean it's the one that did the least.
Yeah.
And a lot of people say, oh, everyone goes for Dawn, don't they? A lot of people go for Dawn.
And rightly so. Dawn
Yeah.
is a good movie.
And considering it is what it is, yeah, it's the one that's had the most reboots and sequels.
Fucking, oh god, you fucking! I knew you were gonna do this, you know. Okay, I'm just putting out a caveat.
Yes.
Okay, never watched any of them,
Have you? I've seen
and I
one.
don't want to.
I've seen one.
You've seen Contagion, haven't you?
No.
Okay.
It was I don't know. I'll tell you which one it is. Okay, so a prequel was released in 2005 entitled Day of the Dead Contagion. Yeah. Although it is, by definition, an official sequel because it was released through Taurus Entertainment and they're the company that hold the rights, it's actually, canon. But I've not seen it.
It's fucking not.
No, of course it isn't. It's
fucking
not.
not.
Of course it's shit. Anyway, the reason why I've kept these is I had to tell you this because I couldn't believe this. Okay, so then in 2008, they did just the Day of the Dead reboot.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's the one I've seen. That's one where the soldier, whose nickname is Bub, dies, and then becomes Bub. It's awful. Guess who directed that movie? Steve Miner. Friday the 13th Part 2, Friday the 13th Part 3.
Really?
Steve, what the fuck are you doing? Sort it out, Steve.
I mean, it's been a while, mate, but fucking hell.
Yeah. You believe it? Friday the 13th Part 2 and Part 3.
Friday the 13th Part 2, I would argue, is better than Friday the 13th Part 1.
Oh, yeah.
It's a fucking great horror movie. How the fuck?
That's
I
what I
mean,
mean.
I haven't seen it, but
Oh, it's not good.
I don't want to see it.
It's not good. It's not a patch.
It's pissing on the fucking corpse of George, that man.
I know. And I can't believe Steve Miner did that. But then also, of course, in 2021, on Sci-Fi, that says a lot,
Fucking hell, we fucking
you've
fucking
got-
shark fucking NATO.
you've got the series, which I've never seen.
I've never seen it. I have seen Zombie Nation. I'm saying I've seen Zombie Nation. I've watched about fucking 10 minutes of a fucking episode.
Yeah.
And it's that Sharknado thing. They brought out The Walking Dead and they made their own version of it. And it's gash.
Yeah.
So I can't see this being any fucking better.
The series trailer I watched, and it's got comedy in it.
No.
I mean, that's not what Day of the Dead is.
No.
You know, maybe snippets of Dawn of comedy.
Not for me.
Like the pie in the face. Not for you, but for me, maybe.
Not for me with the
Not for
Argento.
the Argento cut, yeah. So I've not seen it, but I'm just baffled how it, considering it's the most unpopular one, it's got the most sequels.
Because it's got the most story arcs going through it.
Yeah.
Maybe. You know what I mean? Dawn is very set.
In the
Night of the
mall.
Living Dead, very set.
Yeah.
This, you've got, well, where did the scientists come from? What are they doing? Where are the soldiers from? Where's the rest of the battalion? What's going on?
400,000 to 1. It's way in the future. There's
Exactly.
story arcs. You could go on, couldn't you? Oh, so good.
And maybe if George would have got the chance to make the epic that he wanted to,
Yeah.
then he wouldn't have had all this shit.
Well, there you go. It's one of them things. But yeah, I just thought that's really crazy. Another little fact that I think did hinder it, unfortunately, was I can't remember if it was 3 weeks later or a full month later, Return was released.
Yeah.
So I know it did slightly hinder Day of the Dead.
It totally would have done.
Yeah,
If
it
you
did.
think about it, and you know my feelings on Return of the Living Dead, I love it.
Yeah.
But this is my favourite zombie movie.
Yeah, rightly so.
However, in 1985, you know, you got that fucking MTV generation going fucking bump straight up there.
Yeah.
You brought out this movie with a fucking amazing soundtrack of all these massive fucking punk bands.
Cramps on it. And
Yeah,
fucking,
man, you got the Cramps on it, you got TSOL, you
Yeah.
got fucking the Dead Boys, you got fucking all of this, like, underground pop punk at the time.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No,
Fucking whatever,
yeah.
you know what I mean? All of this popular music,
Yeah.
underground popular music at the
Yeah.
time. You mix that in with the actual image of the front of Return of the Living Dead, punk rock zombies
Yeah.
in 1985. What are you going to go for? That
Yeah.
moody as shit fucking blue thing, or
Or them two, what's the names on
punk
top?
rock fucking zombies?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Spray painting graves. Of course you're going to go for that.
Yeah.
Of course, fucking Return of the Living Dead blew Day of the Dead out of the water.
Linda, what's her name? Carr. Oh, I can't remember her last name. Sarah. Who played Sarah? Linda Carr. I don't know. Anyway, she got a phone call from a relative. Oh, I just saw your movie. I didn't know where you were.
She'd watch
They're
Return of the
watching
Living Dead.
Return of the Dead because it's literally like they released that close. People thought that was this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because of the Living Dead and the Return and of course of Night of the Living Dead. So yeah, it kind of overshadowed Day, which is a shame. But I love Return, so there you go.
Well, I love
But
this.
yeah, that's fair. That's fair enough.
And this is where the problem lies with fat zombies and slow zombies.
Oh,
and
we've had that.
zombies
We've had
and
that.
fucking...
Hey, we know it's the trioxin for them. As for the remake, I don't know. Doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Somebody commented on the YouTube channel and went, or was it our Instagram? And they went, new dead people's legs would bloat. They wouldn't be able to run.
Exactly. Exactly. It's the pooling of the blood.
Yeah, there you go. That's blood pooling up. So there you go. Do you have any shout outs, my friend?
Only one,
Who's that then?
and it's Romero.
Yeah.
It's Weekends of the Dead. I've just announced
Have they?
the dates for this year.
Have they, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm coming. I'm going. Missed last year.
It's going to be the weekends of closest to the 4th of November.
Yeah.
As it always is. Because...
Yeah.
Sarah's
the Dead Walk.
Sarah's fucking calendar. And they've just released... Oh, fuck, I can never remember the names. So, you know Dawn of the Dead?
Yeah.
The first SWAT guy that just blows his head off.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to be there.
Yeah.
And somebody else that I can't remember.
No.
But guests are going to start slowly peeking through.
Yeah.
So,
Petering through.
what Weekends of the Dead? Splatter Plastic will be there.
And we're going to film it this time. That's what we're going to do. Because I didn't make it last time.
Nah, man.
So I'm going to come to this one. Definitely. My shout outs. I've got to shout out the Steve-oo7 on YouTube, who was the person who said, because I couldn't remember when we did the last episode, I mentioned about waxwork and the poly sleeves.
Yeah.
I was like, why do they stop doing them?
Yeah.
And it's obviously because the eco thing. It was this Steve fella who...
Steve 007.
007, I like Steve-oo7. Who basically said he's the one who let me know. So I was like, thanks for that, mate. Just wanted to let
Is that
you know.
what Waxwork are doing? They're not shipping in polybags anymore because of...
The whole eco thing. Fair enough.
Yeah.
And I got to give a shout out again to Sean Buckingham, because he told me after we did our Dawn of the Dead episode, which I never realised this, that the pressing I had, the nice green one, was actually a Claudio Simonetti rescore, which we didn't know at the time.
Okay. No.
That's why I have those 2 live tracks at the end.
Right.
So
is that why it's got Demonia on it?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to bring that back so you can have a listen to that.
Yeah, wouldn't mind
Because I
listening to
think
that.
because it's a rescore, it'd be
Yeah.
pretty decent. But I didn't have a clue at the time, so thanks for that, Sean. So there you go. So there you go.
Cool.
Dawn of the Dead. I want to carry on talking about
So
it.
do I, mate, to be honest with you. I mean, I feel like... I don't feel like we've done it a disservice.
No.
You guys don't want a fucking 9-hour episode.
No. I mean, there's so many things. The caravans, the boats, the things, they were all in there. You know, there was a lake in there. You know about the lake?
Yeah.
It's so good.
And then rubber bats.
Yeah.
Not rubber.
No, they're real bats.
fucking
They're
bats.
real fucking bats.
I thought George Romero was pulling out a full sheet and having like fucking rubber bats on. No, they
So
were real.
good. They never even went to the back of that thing.
I know.
It was that big.
You know, it's still there. You can still go to it.
Can you?
You know, Sony own it.
Do they?
So that mine now
Yeah.
is where Sony Records keeps all its masters.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god! Everyone got sick from all like the dust and shit and.
So you can't go in there.
No.
They've just got all their master tapes in like hermetically sealed vaults in there.
God, that's
There's
amazing.
shit tons of stuff in that place.
Because all them records and stuff, when he says in the thing, we've got records, we've got this. That's actually what is in there. It's so good. So fucking
That's exactly.
good.
Do you know what it was? It was a missile silo as well.
That was right. Yeah.
Oh, there's so much.
And there's cheese in there. There's loads of cheese in it.
Eh?
Yeah. It was a place where the government was giving loads of cheese as a gift.
Or like American cheese. Is that where American cheese was from?
That's where it's all stored in there.
Fucking hell.
Because all the offices, they weren't sets. They were actually in there, weren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, mate, I want to carry on. Can we do a part 2 where we're just talking about these scenes?
Absolutely. we absolutely can.
Oh, fucking... What a film. George. To George.
Oh,
I got
I'm gonna
nothing
drink.
left. Got no drink
Can't
left.
clink to George. I'm gonna. You know what? There's a tiny little bit in there.
To George. That is the end of our Romero trilogy. It's been great.
I don't want it to be the end of our Romero trilogy because that means that I've got to now come to the fact that George Romero was not going to make any more movies.
No, I know.
But we still got Creepshow.
Yes, there's still Creepshow to go, and we have spoke about what's going to come next. Still going to be dead themed. That's right,
Shaun
people.
of the Dead next.
Finally doing Shaun of the Dead. My ask. Can we do Shaun after this?
Of course we can.
Yes. Okay, yes.
Are we going to keep it the zombies?
Can do.
Can we?
We're going to do zombie flesh eaters
Can we
after
do
this.
zombie flesh eaters? Zombie flesh eaters. Coming through to a theatre near you. Fucking
All right,
right.
then we'll do zombie after this.
Cool.
There you go, then. There you go. So until next time, people, stay safe,
Stay tuned.
stay sick.
SP.
Out.
Goodbye, Antonisha.